हेलो मेरे पढ़ाकू बच्चों, कैसे हैं? तो आज हम स्टार्ट करते हैं क्लास 10th का फर्स्ट टॉपिक कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री। अब आप सोचेंगे कि 7th चैप्टर से क्यों स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं? इज ए लकी नंबर? नो नो, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री इज टोटली बेस्ड ऑन योर क्लास 9th concept from the linear equation and from coordinate geometry. That's why we are starting class 10th from coordinate geometry. You know, from the rectangular Cartesian system, O is the origin, x-axis, x-dash axis. Here it is y and y dash. So we have four quadrants. You know, is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Correct? And in this first quadrant, x is positive, y is positive, means both the coordinates positive. X negative but y positive. Here x negative and y negative. And the last one, x positive but y negative. You know very well from your class 9th. Any point, suppose I want to plot 2, 0, then 1 and then 2. This coordinate is said to be 2, 0. What is 2? Any coordinate x, y, this x is said to be abscissa and this y is said to be ordinate. How to remember? A alphabetically first. X is first. Y alphabetically second. O is alphabetically second. A के बाद कौन आता है? O. तो X के बाद कौन आता है? Y. तो कभी नहीं भूलेंगे. Abscissa and ordinate. And these two combined said to be coordinate. तो ये 2, 0 कौन है? This is a coordinate. And the geometry which deals with coordinates is said to be coordinate geometry. तो हम क्या पढ़ रहे हैं? Coordinate geometry. 2, 0 is any point here, and by the way 0, 3 here on the y-axis. Now the question is how we calculate the distance between these two coordinates. You know, if we join these two, this angle is 90 degree, and from class 6th, 7th or 8th, you know it's a right triangle. And in right triangle, how we calculate the hypotenuse? Pythagoras theorem. So 2 square plus 3 square under root will give you this distance d. And this distance d is nothing but 4 plus 9, that is root 13. Clear? Now, this 2, 3 is here with the 90 degree. You can calculate the distance very easily. But suppose the coordinates may be here 4, 7 and minus 2, 1. Then how we calculate? The gap, the distance between these two coordinates, say P and Q. Important point. Nothing. First we draw the altitude on the x-axis. So this coordinate is 4, 0. Draw the altitude on x-axis. This coordinate minus 2, 0. Clear? Now we draw the altitude on this line, say QM. Then this angle is also 90 degree. You know this point as height is 1. This coordinate comes as 4, 1. Yes or no? X is 4, height y is 1. So this coordinate is 4, 1. Now our aim is to calculate distance from P to Q. You know, same as the previous one, this angle is 90. Now we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. But how we calculate this gap? This gap is nothing but 7 is the upper point, 1 is the lower point. That means this gap is 6 units. Similarly here, it is 4 and it is minus 2. So 2 gap is this much and 4 is this much. So total gap is again 6. Now you can calculate the distance PQ by Pythagoras theorem. 6 square plus 6 square, that is 6 root 2 is the gap. Clear? In general, suppose any 2 points situated in rectangular Cartesian system. By the way, 2 points, say x1, y1 and x2, y2. And we want to calculate, say, distance d between these 2 points, 2 coordinates, say P and Q. Again the same trick. Draw the altitude and draw the altitude. Say M, say N. Now tell me, if this gap is x1 and this gap is x2, what about the gap Mn? x2 minus x1. Good. This height is y2 and this height is y1. So what is the remaining height? Tell me, what is the remaining height? Good, y2 minus y1. This angle is 90, so corresponding this angle is also 90. Now we can apply the Pythagoras theorem in this triangle. The same. So distance d equals to under root x2 minus x1 the whole square and y2 minus y1 the whole square is the formula, the major important formula of class 10th, how to calculate distance between the two coordinates x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. But important point, remember the formula of a minus b the whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. अच्छा एक चीज बताओ, what about the whole square of minus a minus b? Tell me, anyone. 90% students इसमें mistake करते हैं. Minus a minus b whole square is same as a square plus b square plus 2ab. क्यों? Because if you take minus out with whole square, it is minus square and minus square is plus. So minus a minus b whole square, don't confuse, don't write a minus b whole square. It is nothing but a plus b whole square. ये बहुत जगह काम में आने वाला है ना? Now some questions based on distance formula. Using distance formula, we have so many problems. For example, problems based on rectangle, problems based on parallelogram, based on square, based on rhombus, right triangle, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle and right isosceles triangle. All the questions based on distance formula. For example, first we start with any triangle. Any triangle, if three sides distances are same, AB, BC, CA, all are equal, what we say triangle is equilateral triangle. If we have any triangle or two lengths AB and AC are equal, then isosceles triangle. If a triangle satisfies a Pythagoras theorem, it is right triangle, and a Pythagoras theorem satisfied as well as these two also equal, what we say it is a right isosceles triangle. So this is all about triangles. Now the four-sided. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal and both the diagonals also equal in length. Conclusion is it is a rectangle. But in a parallelogram, see the major difference. Opposite sides are equal but diagonals are different in length. These two are different in length. The same thing is square and rhombus. All four sides are equal in square as well as in rhombus. But major difference, here in the square, diagonals are equal, but in the rhombus, diagonals are unequal. Important point, whenever it is a four-sided bounded figure, you have to calculate 6 distances. What 6 distances? All the four sides and both the diagonals. Then only conclude which type of four-sided bounded figure is. So now we start one by one some problems of your exercise number 1, 7.1. Say, first question based on simple distance formula. 2, 3 and 4, 1. Two coordinates are given and we want to calculate gap between these 2 points. Apply this formula. x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1 the whole square. What we are getting? 2 square, that is 4, 2 square, that is 4, root 8, meaning you know very well 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 is the gap between coordinates A and B. One more question. Second question. AB and minus AB are the two coordinates. We want to calculate gap between them, distance between them. This is x1 by 1, this is x2 by 2. You may write here 1 and 2, no problem. So that it is very clear what is x1 by 1, what is x2 by 2. Distance equals to this minus this plus this minus this is nothing but minus 2a square means 4a square and plus 0. And square root of 4a square you know very well. Answer equals to 2a. Good. Next question. Sixth question, third part. Four coordinates are given 4, 5, 7, 6, 4, 3 and 1, 2. You have to find out which type of four-sided bounded figure is a square or a rhombus or a parallelogram or any quadrilateral. You have to check. It means in the cyclic order, first you have to write all these four corners, say A, B, C, D. It means first one is A, then B, then C and then D. Now calculate one by one. First we start with AB. You know the formula, 7 minus 4 the whole square, 6 minus 5 the whole square. What distance? 9 plus 1, that is root 10. Simple calculation. Easy? Okay. Now BC, second distance, same formula, 6 minus 3 minus 6 the whole square, 4 minus 7 the whole square. What we are getting? 9 plus 9. Root 18 means 3 root 2. Third is CD. 1 minus 4 the whole square, 2 minus 3 the whole square. What we are getting? 9 plus 1, that is root 10. And the last, DA. First, last, 1 minus 4 the whole square and 2 minus 3 the whole square, 2 minus 5 the whole square. What we are getting? 9 plus 9, that is 3 root 2. What is the conclusion? AB root 10, BC 3 root 2, CD root 10 and DA 3 root 2. Now most of the students, बहुत सारे बच्चे क्या करते हैं, बस ये देखते लिख देते हैं D is a rectangle. No, be cautious. You have to calculate two diagonals. दोनों diagonals एक बार और निकालने पड़ेंगे. So now the question is not completed. You have to calculate the two diagonals, that is AC and BD, the most important and the turning point. So here AC, 4 minus 4 the whole square and 3 minus 5 the whole square. What we are getting? 0 and 2 square 4, 4 means 2. AC equals to 2. Now BD, second diagonal, B and D, 1 minus 7 the whole square and 2 minus 6 the whole square. What we are getting? 36 plus 16, that is root 52. This is 2 and this is root 52. Both are unequal. It means it is a parallelogram. It is not a rectangle. Final answer, ABCD, it is a parallelogram. Correct? The next sum, based on equidistant. What is the meaning of equidistant? Question number 9th. Q is 0, 1. Equidistant from P 5 minus 3 and Q and R x comma 6. These two distances are same. Find the value of x and also QR and PR. QR and PR. First we have to calculate what is x. These two distances are same. Don't say that Q01 is a midpoint. No. Is equidistant mean maybe here. These distances are same. Maybe here. These distances are same. Maybe here. It means by the formula PQ is same as RQ. Or what we say PQ square is RQ square. Because we have to apply the formula inside the root. We want to remove this root. Hence RQ square and PQ square. So first we start PQ square. 5 minus 0 minus 3 minus 1 equals to RQ x minus 0 6 minus 1. Simple calculation. Expand it. 25 16 x square 25. 25 and 25 cancel out. So x square is 4. X square is 16. X equals to plus minus 4. Very important point. Cautious. Whenever we take square root, we have plus and minus answers. The reason is, if you square 4, 16. If you square minus 4, 16. So don't forget to write plus and minus. So put a star mark here. Plus minus 4. So x may be 4 or x may be minus 4. So coordinates are 4, 6 or minus 4, 6. These are the two coordinates. Now question is, second part. Find the distance of QR and PR. So first we start with the QR. QR means we have two distances. First with 0 and 4. Plus 1 minus 6. That is 16 plus 25 root 41. One more point for R. Actually, if this one is R, this one is R dash. So now we have to calculate PR dash. 0 plus 4 and 1 minus 6. What we are getting? 16 plus 25 root 41. Same. Now we want the next answer for this QR and we want to calculate PR. So now we have to calculate PR. Again we have two distances, PR and PR dash. So first PR, 5 minus 4 and minus 3 minus 6. Solve it. 1 square plus 9 square. That is 81 and 1, 82. And 82 we can write as 21 into 4. That is 2 root 21. Similarly, the last one is PR dash. You can solve it. Okay. PR dash is 5 plus 4 the whole square minus 3 minus 6 the whole square. What we are getting? 9 square 81 and 9 square 81. Root 162. That means 9 root 2. So don't write 4 is 6 is the one answer. No. Plus 4 and 6 and minus 4 and 6. So we have these 4 options. Out of these, 2 are same, but these 2 are different. Yes? One more question. Simple questions है, बस आपको कैलकुलेशन ध्यान से करनी है. Be cautious and use rough column. जब भी कुछ कैलकुलेशन करनी है, use the rough column. Even in the board exams. One more question. Sum number 10th. Find a relation between xy such that xy is equidistant from the points 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. Similar question. Suppose it is P, is Q and is R. So what is given? PQ equals to PR. And since we want to apply the square root formula, PQ square equal to PR square. Easy करने के लिए PQ square x minus 3 the whole square, y minus 6 the whole square, x plus 3 the whole square, y minus 4 the whole square. Again, whole square formula. X square minus 6x plus 9, y square 12y 36, x square 6x 9, y square 8y 16. X square y square, x square y square, x square y square cancel out. Collect the terms of xx on one side. Minus 6x, so minus 12x. Y term, minus 12y and plus 8y, so minus 4y. Correct? Simple transposition. Numbers 9 and 36, 45, and 9 and 16, 25. So answer is minus 12x minus 4y plus 20 equal to 0. All the numbers divisible by 4. So divide by 4. Minus 3x minus y divide by 4. If you want to arrange in the polynomial form, equation form, then simply you may write like this. Is the relation. The meaning is the coordinate xy anywhere on this line, anywhere. This is the line 3x plus y minus 5. Same as in your class 9th linear equation. Draw the graph of this line. This is the line. Point may be here or here or here or here, anywhere. Always equidistant from 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. And in higher classes, it is said to be locus of this point. जहाँ से हमेशा ये दोनों point equidistant होंगे. आया समझ में? Complete करेंगे exercise 7.1. Since you have started your work in this lockdown period, best wishes. अच्छे से enjoy करिए और खूब पढ़ाई करिए. Because you have to appear in board 2021. Don't waste a single day. Okay. Take care. मिलते हैं एक बार फिर से पार्ट नंबर 2 लेके. Goodbye.